All right, guys, you're tuned in to another episode of the Talking Shed podcast. Today is, I believe, May 22nd. And
Adam Fennig over there, your host.
right, yep.
Yeah.
And we've got Cody still here.
Yeah.
So we can, it's late May. It is freezing outside.
Yeah.
Like
The last 2 days have been super chilly.
I think it's going to be 41 tonight.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Chilly.
I haven't even looked at the forecast.
Chilly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But bundled up chilly.
Mm-hmm.
The air's damp and there's some wind in there, and man, it's cold. I know there's a lot of guys wishing that they were done planting, but I don't know. I don't know that corn's just loving it right now.
You can tell that some of that stuff that's up, it's kind of yellow and it's kind of in the wind, and it's like, I need some heat.
Yeah, for sure. When this episode launches is, of course, just going to be tomorrow, but there's been a lot of planning delays here locally. A lot of guys are still, needing to get a lot of stuff done here. There's areas around where people are done. I talked to guys in Illinois, and they're beyond done. I mean, they're side dressing.
Not southern Illinois, I can tell you that.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, even Kentucky and southern Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
It's been wet. It's been slow.
Mm-hmm.
But it is interesting. We talk about it a lot. This adversity is when guys start to lean on equipment that we have to get them through.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when everything's sunshine for 2 weeks and dust, there's a lot of bad tillage tools out there that can look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, phone's been ringing off the hook for some Salfords.
Yeah.
That's for dang sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
woo,
Yeah,
we've been moving some serial numbers here, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty good. So
And I don't see it slowing down. And, of course, the rotary hoe market is limit up right now.
Yeah. Considering we've sold 3 of them in the last week and a half.
Yeah, we are out.
Mm-hmm.
Started off the month with 3, and we're going to end the month with 0. So that's not a great thing, that we have to get out the rotary hoe. But that's
what a Salford's for.
Salford could do it as well. But it is this adversity that, people realize, well, I've planted for 10 years without row cleaners or without these closing wheels, and now I'm realizing that I really need them. So it is stuff like this that helps guys realize that maybe they weren't quite prepared. Maybe they do need X product. And I'm not only saying that from the sales side, but from them to be prepared for those different adverse conditions, because it's times like this when you need it. So yeah, it's been kind of a long drawn out spring. We've been getting some demos done,
Some good demos.
oh, I mean, every demo is a good demo for sure.
Yeah.
But we've been getting a little bit of traveling done, but man, it's been a while since we did a podcast.
Yeah, it has been.
I need to apologize, and it's definitely Cody's fault.
Oh, yeah. Is that what is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
It wouldn't be Cody's fault. He just sits
We
down
killed
and puts
turkey.
on the headphones.
we killed turkey.
We did kill a turkey. You did kill a turkey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You did kill a turkey. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we accomplished that. I think we talked about that in that last podcast. Probably.
About going turkey hunting.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We made our way up to Jackson, Michigan, up there at Rapalai Farms.
Mm-hmm.
And man, are there some turkeys in Jackson, Michigan.
Yep.
Boys, I tell you what, I've never been so covered up with turkeys in my life. But yeah, we went up there, and I mean, there were turkeys so thick up there that even Cody was able to shoot one. I mean, it was, so dang well they basically had to jump on you.
Why do you, I'm not capable? Or?
I've seen you shoot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why there's only one mounted coyote in here.
Oh, yeah.
But no, man, they were gobbling their heads off, and we roosted them that night, and they flew right down.
Yeah, it was awesome.
your
Sound
lap.
like helicopters, man. Just
Yeah, and
Awesome.
to hear them gobble, just letting it
the
ring.
the best is whenever they're like right in your back door, and you just feel like it goes straight down your spine.
Yeah.
it's sweet.
Yeah, they call them thunder chickens for a reason. You know, they're some people think that they are dumb, and they can be really dumb. But man, they can be pretty wise sometimes, and they'll outsmart you. They will definitely fool you. All right, we had a brief break there. We had some customers show up, and they were looking at some Salfords. So, like we were just saying, like that's live action.
Yeah.
Like we were just preaching Salfords, and the office called us, and we were like, hey, there's some customers up here, and they were looking at some Salford tools. So, yeah, a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Turkeys. Michigan season is still open, and I'm still determined to get Lucas, my oldest son, a bird. We've got some time. I looked. We have this weekend and next
Oh, really?
yet, but we'll see. I don't know. The clock's ticking, and we've spent a lot of times trying to kill a bird already. So
Yeah.
at some point, you got to throw in the towel and move on, maybe. But yeah, I just hearing customers talk, it's just amazing the variety of stages everyone's in right now, which we get that a lot, throughout the season. But man, there's guys not even started, and there's guys ready to rock and roll side dressing.
Yeah.
And these windows are just so tight because you'll get a day here, skip 3 days, get a half a day here, skip 2 days, get a day and a half. And I mean, if you're not ready with the tractor plant, and planter facing out the door, you're going to miss it.
Yeah.
Like it's going to rain.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. So, you better get it rolling.
Yeah. Need to have it together for sure.
Get your shit together,
Absolutely.
Randy. Yeah. Because it's time to go.
Yeah. We got to get her in.
So that's what we've been hearing from a lot of guys. But yeah, it's been fun. We were talking about that adversity and being prepared to do whatever. That's where we talk the row cleaners and the closing wheels, because it's those times when it plants good,
Yeah.
but then it rains good, and then it bakes good.
Yeah.
And you're sitting out there just praying that those beans can force their way up there. That's when those closing wheels pay. That's when the row cleaners moving that trash out of the way plays, and it all goes into it. And you don't see those advantages on the bluebird years,
Right.
but years like this, you're
very thankful that you made the investment and once you did. And
exactly.
absolutely.
So. No, it's a lot of fun. I wanted to tell a couple successful demo stories that I've been a part of here this spring. And I'm going to start with the 25-foot VRT up in Fort Wayne. Had a gentleman call. He owns a McFarlane tool. It does a good job, but it's a little heavy in the spring. And he wanted something with more adjustability. We demoed him the VRT. And he loved the ability to just step into a field and have the full control of being able to either throw a bunch of dirt or just tiptoe down and through there. And he could do it all with the flip of a lever on his tractor. He loved that about it. He loved all the amount of tools built into that. He wanted to get rid of a cultivator and a McFarlane and move into this VRT. And so that was a successful demo that I did this spring. Had a lot of fun. It's so much fun to go over there. I'd never met this customer before. He said he's been farming for like 45 years, and he's owned 43 different John Deere combines.
That's insane.
Yeah, but he turned now. He went Klaus. this last year.
Really?
He turned the tide.
Turn the tide.
He said he's tired of it. But, yeah, pretty cool. He's got a really cool story and really good dude. But he fell in love with the VRT. He now owns a 25-footer. And so, yeah, it's so much fun just to go over there. Never met the guy in my life. Ride in the tractor with him. Get to know him. You know, we strike a deal. And, man, now it's like, you know, it's like we've known each other for a while.
Yeah.
And it's wild because there's that many more stories out there. There's another one in the next couple weeks that I'll meet. Some guy just an hour away. Don't even know who he is.
Yeah. You'll spend 3 hours talking to the guy, and you guys, it'll be, you just gain that relationship, and it just, you're like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
How did this happen? You know?
Yeah. It's like there's magic rubbed on that buddy seat of the tractor that you ride in. I mean, it's so much fun because it's just two guys out there who are just trying to accomplish the same goal. I want to get him into a good tool. He wants to learn about the tool, and he wants something new on his farm, and we connect. Yeah. It's so much fun. That was one I had. The other one I'm going to talk about is the one you sent me on, Rotifers, down in Dark County, maybe Preble. But
they're right there on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, man, that one was fun. Went down there, this guy kind of on a whim, last minute called, said, hey, I got a little time, I can demo a Salford. We run down there, and it's a 2200, so 5-inch spacing, 8-wave blades, and I didn't know what to expect. You know, I didn't know what kind of field. I didn't know this customer. This was your customer. You were on a demo.
Yep.
And so I didn't know if I was walking into a trap, like this field was going to have weeds 10 feet tall, or what it was going to be.
Basically, what Adam's saying is he doesn't always trust my theory whenever I say, hey, I got a hot one, go do this.
If the listeners have walked down the same stray paths that I have, that I've been led down over time, they would understand. But anyway, I didn't really know what I was getting into. But anyway, it could not have been any better. I pulled into this field, and I could just hear the crunch of the crust. And I'm like, holy cow. This is going to be too easy.
Yeah.
And he told me, you know, he had been no-tilling. This was corn, planting corn. And he just wasn't real happy with it. He had moisture underneath. He had a crust on top. And he just didn't like what he was seeing. He wasn't getting good seed-to-soil contact with his closing wheels. Just a lot of different stuff going on. And we hooked it up. He had his tractor sitting there ready. And we hooked it up, and we made like one pass. And I was just like, oh, man, this is ridiculous. It's not even fair. Like, this field looks phenomenal. I mean, pure shatter left to right. We were going the right depth. Everything was working. And it was just picture perfect. And so that was that day. But the cool part was I came back. It was a little tacky at that time, but I came back the next morning. And that next morning, he had it planted already. And so I'm like, oh, man, let's go out here and kind of fiddle around with the seed bed, see what it looks like. And I'm digging with my knife. And, I mean, everywhere I dig, it's pure shatter. I mean, there is no sidewall compaction. There is no nothing. These seeds are just hovering, floating out in space in this seed bed with just soil just gently wrapped around it. And they were warm, and they were just laying out there. And I'm telling you what, that seed profile, just left to right digging, you couldn't find a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just couldn't hit it.
Yeah.
And it was...
Couldn't hit the bottom.
The amount of shatter effect that I saw in that field was pretty impressive. So, Cody had to sneeze.
Yeah, sorry.
So that was a good demo that I had, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So,
the other one that I'll mention was it was the same day that we went and did the 25-foot VRT demo. Remember? We did the 20-foot VRT. We took the 20-foot VRT over there and demoed it to the McFarland guy. And then we went south and went to Marion over at Tinkles.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was the 2200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. 2200 and 5200 ground.
Yes.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yep.
That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I talked to another gentleman, Eric Bryan, the other day. He's thinking about doing something very similar to that.
Yeah.
5200 followed up with a 22.
Gotcha.
And man, that's a deadly combination.
Yeah, absolutely. Or even heck, he's got an HSD, right?
No,
not anymore.
No. And I did a video talking about the residue left over from the 5200 field. And that's a good video for you guys to watch. It's one of the first times that I've been able to do like a follow-up. Like I always do videos of 5200s running in the fall.
Right.
But then I never really make it back there in the spring before they work it again.
Right.
But that was a great video to do. So that was a lot of fun.
We were going, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches deep maybe. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, the usual.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a good demo too. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. So, and that's the other, I'm not going to say a perk because it's not great, but if everyone would have everything planted in just a week straight, we wouldn't be able to do those demos.
No, absolutely not.
So this break in the weather does create a little bit of pause in the chaos to be able to perform that. But yeah, what's up with this planter project we got going on? We sell planters now?
Well, we're not selling a planter.
Oh, we're going to sell it.
Well, we will eventually, but we got to plant some corn with it first.
We are going to plant some corn. And I didn't tell you. We're going to plant some sweet corn. Did I tell you that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I got a hold of the guy that Matt gets his seed from.
Okay.
What do you think about 2 acres?
2 acres?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's only 2,000 dozen.
Yeah?
You can take corn, can't you?
Yeah? You better figure out how...
I ain't going to let you count the corn.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you pick it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. The way they plant it, they usually 20,000, 19,000 per acre. Mm-hmm. They lower that population to try and get a bigger ear.
Right.
Length and everything is pretty important.
And girth.
But so you'll end up harvesting about 1,000 dozen per acre.
No kidding.
Yep. Matt planted 3.5.
No, thank you.
No, I'm not planting 3.5, but
no. Well, you're not planting 2 either.
Why?
Because I ain't picking that.
Oh, I know you ain't picking it. I know.
You gonna put the wife and kid to work? Kids to work?
I might.
Yeah.
Planning on it. But no, this planter project, we found a 1225 6-row. Mm-hmm. And the plan is, and I want to do this more over time because it's getting a lot of attention. Guys really enjoy watching it, it seems, is I want to take some of these...
kind of putting all of our bells and whistles on it.
Right.
The stuff that we do.
Right. Mm-hmm. Putting our spin on the planter. We sell the stainless tubes out the back. We sell the row cleaners. We sell the closing wheels. We know how to deck out a planter. Mm-hmm. We know how to do that in the right fashion. We do it all the time. Mm-hmm. But guys, they'll go out and find a planter and it'll have no-till quarters in the front. It'll have smooth closing wheels. The gauge wheels will be wore out, And so...
The closing wheel arms will have so much slop in them, you would...
Right.
They'll just go all over the place. You wouldn't believe it.
And so our plan is to soup up this red planter. Mm-hmm. We're going to plant corn with it because we got to have proof in the pudding. Mm-hmm. We're going to show guys that it's going to emerge, and then we're going to sell it.
It's like putting wheels and tires underneath a truck. Just jazzing her up a little bit, but have a better product.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get a blue one.
Yeah.
We're going to do it on a Kinsey, and then we're going to do it to a deer, and then we're just going to keep that ball rolling, just boom, and pretty soon this will be the place to go to get just kind of a nice solid. We're not going to get any big planters. I don't want no DB60 in here or anything, but like 6-row, nice 12-row, lift and twist Kinsey. Ooh, sign me up.
3600.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, deck out one of those bad boys.
Yep.
And put some fertilizer on it.
Heck, a nice 12-row or white would be cool too.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Like an 8,000 or 9,000 series 12-row white.
We'll keep our eyes peeled for some planters, and we'll get that done. But that's the planter project. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that video on YouTube here recently. But yeah,
we just did a cool video today on a little water wagon trailer we did.
The little tree water wagon.
Yeah.
That's what I named it. It's already on YouTube.
Tree water wagon.
Yep.
I like it. Rings. I like it.
1,200 gallon. The spray boom out the back is what I love. I mean, that thing is neat. Basically, it's this water tank. Obviously, we've got a pump and everything on it, but it's got a little boom out the back so you can drive the truck kind of like over the tree. Because, you know, you're just talking little seedlings. And you can, or maybe even you do it before you plant to kind of loosen the soil or something. I don't know. But it's got stream jets shooting out the back and you can water, or it's got a big 1-inch hose coming out on a hose reel. I mean, you can water some stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a neat project.
That sucker can shoot too.
Oh, yeah. High pressure.
Yeah. I mean,
I remember those days.
we were getting it out to like 30 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, that project, and now we're building. We put in a big order of Salfords there 3-4 weeks ago, and we're starting to get those in and getting those built.
Then we did it again.
Yeah. Yippers. So, yeah, our lot's looking pretty empty. We did a couple trades yesterday, got a nice spreader in here, and we're working on building up a bunch of our true trails right now, our double spring fertilizer coulter.
Yeah.
Kind of prepping for side dress season. We're super heavy on side dressers.
Yeah.
If anyone needs a side dresser, we've got you covered. All shapes, sizes, and widths. I just did a walk around video today showcasing those. And yeah, so I had a really good call on a J&M 60-footer today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, guy in southern Indiana. We've been there before. Talked to the gentleman.
You and I have been?
Yep, almost did a podcast with him. Yep, the seed company.
No kidding. Really?
But
yeah, I remember sitting in his office. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, but a lot of stuff shaking, man. I tell you what, it's, you know, you get out there, you get your hands dirty, get your feet wet, and stay after it. There's plenty of stuff going on out there.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of stuff. And we're doing some R&D work on some different projects and just rolling about our normal stuff. Those Enduraplast sprayers been flying off the shelf. 3 points in UTVs, but
yep, we're out of booms for them SOBs.
Yeah,
can't believe that.
I'd be interested to know if anyone who listens to Talk Dirt to Me podcast. This podcast just reminds me of that. They're hilarious.
Yeah,
but
what, you think we're funny?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
no, they break it up a lot more than what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they record every Thursday or Friday. Thursday night they record, and they release it Friday morning.
So they're usually having a few drinky poos. Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah. And so, they have fun. Talk Dirt to Me. So if you're listening to podcasts and you like this one, look up Logan and Bobby Lee.
Yeah, Logan and Bobby Lee.
Yeah. Talk Dirt to Me.
Yep.
That's a fun one. It's fun.
They talk about all kinds of stuff.
Funny. We kind of throw it out and just roll with it. They kind of have a little bit more of a plan, but they have a few more followers and stuff. But yeah, so
we might get there one day. You never know.
Yeah.
So,
but
yeah. I was going to tell you. You brought up how cold it was. I heard this on the radio the other day that this year is the coldest and wettest spring that we've had since like 2000.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, it seems like every year you get some punches thrown at you, but man, like right now, it's just like, it's raining again?
Yeah.
Like again? Or it's not only that, it's just like, it's still raining?
Right.
You know, like you'll wake up in the morning and like, by lunchtime, it'll be done raining. And you go outside and you're like, it's still raining.
Yeah.
And, it's like Forrest Gump. The water's coming up through the ground. It just keeps coming.
And it rained and it rained.
And it rained.
And then one day it just stopped.
Yep. But yeah, so it's been wet. Like there's guys, there's water standing right now. It's May 21st. It's going to be June.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of June planting corn.
Yeah.
But there's some replants going on.
I mean, we've had good corn June 5th.
Heck yeah.
I mean, there ain't
I'm not afraid of it.
No. I mean,
don't get me wrong. I got my beans planted a month ago.
Right.
So
yeah, they've been in the ground a while.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I haven't even looked at them here in a while.
They look pretty good.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends how you judge a soybean field. If you're going to judge it based on the straightness of the row, just leave. Just walk away.
Well, we don't have RTK.
Okay, I'll take it a step further.
Okay.
If you judge it based on the amount of overlap,
yeah,
just walk away.
Okay.
If you judge it based on the population, just leave.
Yeah.
If you judge it based on the amount of groundhogs that have been chewing on them dang things, and I tell you what, I'm going to show you tonight. I've got a square out in the field, the size of that ping pong table, that I'm still undefeated on. Leveled. And I went out there the other day. I'm like, what in the world? Like, you could see it. It's just like a square.
Yeah.
It's like, what in the... And I go out there, and there's a bunch of mouse holes out there.
No.
Swear. Like 50-cent piece size mouse holes.
Yeah.
Like 20 holes. And it's just bare dirt.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, yeah. They cleaned her out.
Really?
Yeah. I'd never seen that before.
That's insane.
I had a guy tell me that. I forget who it was or what we were talking about, but he's like, man, I tell you what, I had a problem with mice or moles. I'm like, I never heard of that.
Right.
Yeah, they're there.
No kidding. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Never heard that one before.
I'll tell you a story about my tile project. Did I tell you I got that done? Well, I didn't get it filled in. I mean, let's not get carried away.
Oh, okay. Well,
but
I knew you were in the process of working on it.
Yeah. So
Was it running like the Nile?
Well, listen, I know nothing about tile. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know water runs downhill, but that's about it.
Right.
So I've got a backhoe on the tractor, and I probably shouldn't. It's kind of a bad idea. Like, I see a hole, and I'm like, man, I'm going to dig that up. And pretty soon I'm 11 feet deep, and I've found nothing.
Well, like the movie Holes. You
Right.
just go out, but you got a backhoe instead of a shovel.
Just keep digging.
You got a big shovel.
And it doesn't help that this farm has tile problems. So it's like a match made in heaven. Like, I could just sit out there all day, burn diesel, and dig.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would accomplish anything by the end of the day. But at this certain project, I actually succeeded. I feel like I succeeded.
All right.
So what's going on is I've got inlets or outlets, whatever you call them. Mm-hmm. I mean, they run into the creek and water runs out of them. Yeah. So however you want to say that.
I would say outlets because the water runs out of them.
But they run into the creek. But the water runs into the creek.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know. I don't
either. It don't matter. But anyway, where the tile runs into the creek, I had two pipes sitting right side by side. And ever since the day I owned that farm, one of them spit out consistently and the other one just dribbled. You know, one was an 8-year-old and the other one was 88 years old. And I'm like, what is going on? And obviously I had a plug, and I thought, one day I'm going to get rid of that. Well, this spring it rained and rained and rained. So I had water laying everywhere. I'm like, man, now's the time. I got to get rid of this plug. And so we probed and did some messing around. Finally, one day I was walking around out there, and I found water coming up out of the ground. And mind you, there's like CRP grass. So there's a field and then like 30 feet of CRP grass and then the creek. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to dig right there. I start digging and I find right there, water just starts gushing. I mean, I hit the tile, plastic tile, and water just starts gushing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to dig closer to the creek. And I dig closer to the creek. I hit the tile and it's just plumb full and no water runs in there. It is dry. I'm like, okay, clearly there's a plug in between here and here. So I keep digging, and I go and talk to some guys, and they're like, just dig that whole sucker out from where you found water to the creek and replace it with straight wall pipe or tile. Mm-hmm. All right. So got her all dug out, and man, she just flowed right down in there forever. Like since I did that, it has not stopped pouring out of there. I mean, like I was there yesterday. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was dang near double what the good one was.
Really?
Oh, it's just boom. Plowing.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, I got it all connected.
Mm-hmm.
Got it all connected and rolling. And you know, like up top by the fence row where the water would lay?
Yeah.
Gone. Yeah. And so I've got at least 4 spots on that creek where the tile runs into that. So I'm going to dig every one of them out.
And replace them.
Mm-hmm. I spent $150 probably on the tile. Mm-hmm. And 4 or 5 hours of digging, mm-hmm. probably. But man, does it make a difference?
Yeah.
Like, holy cow. I mean, I just I can't believe it. It's so satisfying.
To do those other ones, I almost wonder if you shouldn't get like one of those, like, they look like those big chainsaws and they just, like guys that put in like cable lines in with,
right?
You know what I'm talking about?
That or a smaller bucket.
That would be helpful.
But Reichert tells me, and I asked him mm-hmm. the one day because he had a small bucket there. I said, "Man, that's why I need." He goes, "Yeah, that's what you think," but he said you can't get the sucker cleaned out.
Yeah,
like you'll go to dig, and the dirt, it's so narrow. The dirt packs in there.
Really?
And I had a hard time getting the dirt out of my wide bucket when I was doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, there was 3 or 4 times where it was just plumb flush.
Really?
With dirt.
No kidding.
Yeah. But
clay content's a little high.
Yeah.
But you'll have that problem. So.
Yeah, we got her dug out. Man, that was fun. And it's just so satisfying to see a tile run that you've never seen run.
You find anything that you like weren't expecting to find? Like anything cool?
Nothing cool. I found 2 clay tiles that run into that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I need to do some work there because I probably need to tee them in.
Right.
So I don't really know.
Gotcha.
But like yesterday when I was out there was water laying on top of the field right there. And so, I don't know, that kind of tells me that other one's maybe plugged because there shouldn't be water mm-hmm. laying there. But I don't know. Again, I don't know enough about tile yet to tell you. But I'm going to learn.
Just know how to run a backhoe and tear it up.
I'm going to learn.
That's about it.
The only way I know how, and that's the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to screw it up a few times, and we'll get it right by about number 4 or 5.
Minor detail.
Yeah. So...
about like trying to put in garage doors.
Yeah. Yeah. Just hire that done. Yeah. So. Okay.
We can put some tin in though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Putting tin up ain't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But, well, we better keep rolling. And I appreciate everyone tuning in. Mm-hmm. And we will see you on the next one. Hopefully by the next podcast, you guys have got corn coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.